A break in the championship action only means we're going to race for some money. Welcome to the virtual USA International Speedway, covered in dirt for the Winston. Welcome to the TCR Sprint Car Series on Grease Vision. Hi, my name is Davis Warren, joined with Logan Joyner and the occasional Nathan Mon, helping produce tonight. Logan, big old racetrack here. It's got to be the biggest one we've raced on this season. What's it
Oh,
going to be
100,
like tonight?
100%. It's definitely a long racetrack, a lot of passing opportunities here, multiple grooves. Definitely going to, like last weekend, not weekend, week beginning, we're going to see the high groove maybe work in a little bit, but I think that bottom groove's probably going to be more prominent, but definitely a lot of options as far as lane goes on this particular track at USA International Speedway.
It's going to be interesting, and I still kind of debate if this track is even a little bit different than its paved counterpart. Who knows? It's first of all, there never was dirt on this racetrack anyway, and second, doesn't even exist anymore. It's a warehouse, so we don't really have a whole lot of data on this type of racetrack. But it's definitely going to be something to behold tonight. Well, on top of the big speeds we've got, we're also racing for some cash here. Very interesting format here. We're going to have 3 segments going into this race. Everyone here is going to race. It's not going to be entirely heats, LCQs, all that type of stuff. It's essentially going to be a very long race here, just with 3 different segments. What do you think the track's going to be like going through all of these sessions here?
Yeah, it's definitely going to slick up fast, especially on that bottom line, like I was talking about before. But what I'm more interested to see is we're going to see any of that aggression, being taken out from maybe carrying over from last week. And because this is a non-points race, all gloves are off. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to go.
The gloves are off and the metal ones are on.
Exactly.
It's going to be wild. So just got about a little over 2.5 minutes of practice here. But going into the qualifying session, going to be a little bit different here tonight. We're going to do single car qualifying, but we're going to do one at a time. That way, everyone's going to you're going to see everybody who's competing for this prize money, and you'll get to see all the pretty cars here on this again, just an amazing facility here. And we will get that. I'm going to look up this exact format here real quick. One of those things I definitely should have had done beforehand. So apologies to the viewers at home. Remember to tune in now. I don't know why I'm talking, kind of preaching to the choir here, but we are live here on YouTube as well as Twitch. So if you're here, let us know you're here. Chime in the comments, whichever format you're on. We thank you for tuning into Grease Vision. Make sure to hit that subscribe button or the follow button, whichever format you are on, and make sure to follow us for all of our content, as we have got a lot coming up here in the next few weeks here. What's going on tomorrow night?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're kicking off the the TK Diecast Late Model Series by Grease Car. We're going to be launching that tomorrow night, and it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of action out on track. Really looking forward to it. If you guys like asphalt, I would definitely recommend coming and watching this series.
And there is a correlation for for tonight's race to tomorrow's. Obviously, it's going to be both at USA. Other one's going to be on the paved version of things. But according to Trent Curtis, the owner and operator of the TCR Sprint Car Series, as well as the namesake of the series, there is going to be a prize for anybody who can finish top 5 in tonight's race as well as tomorrow night's race. And again, I forget what that prize is, somewhere around $10 to $15. But again, if anyone comes out, if any of these drivers decide to come out and take a crack at both races, there's a shot for them to earn a little extra cash.
Absolutely, and it's also going to be at USA International Speedway, but just the paved version, so going to be a lot of speed and horsepower kicking out around that track. Only about 67 laps because the track is so big, but there's going to be plenty of action to go around.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we are not in qualifying quite yet. 10 seconds from qualifying here, producer tells us. Getting ready to line those up as we were watching just a few more cars on the speedway. I'm going to be honest here. I'm not 100% sure that we're going to get to do the single car because I don't know that we're going to be able to follow everybody. But gotcha. Let's we're going to find that qualifying order here. I am not. To be honest, I don't have that as of quite yet. Do have a car on the racetrack now. Is Joseph Grandy.
Oh,
Sorry, hold on. It is not Joseph Grandy. All right, the 71 and the 04 heading to the grid. That 71 of Matthew Nasworthy, the racer out of Macon, Georgia, regular at the Cochran Motor Speedway, as well as Mason Heimbaum, who had a terrific run last week out at Lanier. It was Lanier or Volusia. He had a great run. But 71 on track, as well as the 04 car. We're going to be doing 2 cars at a time here.
Happy is ripping it coming off of turn 4, coming to the green flag here. Dives down into turn 1 on the bottom. Trying to keep it down there. Gets a little wobble up the track a little bit. Maybe that won't slow him down too much. Matthew out of Macon, Georgia, slings it down into turn 3 and 4. Looks pretty good coming off 4 there. Coming off low. See what he's got for the next 2 laps here.
17-2. 17-2 for him. Mason going to get to the line here with a 17-1. These guys have 3 laps.
These cars are definitely bouncing all around the track. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen when this track slicks up a little bit. There's not so much bite in that right rear. Turning really low coming off the corner.
Nasworthy with a 17-4. Heimbaum with a 16-9.
16.9. That's as fast as we've seen all evening, except for Sean Stevens. We're in a 16.861 in practice.
Well, next on the speedway is I'm trying to find out here. I just missed it. Sorry, I'm so lost. Oh, Joseph Grandy should be on the speedway now. Yep, here he comes. And the 81 of Matt Wiedefer. Joseph Grandy out of Duansburg, New York.
Oh, say that 3 times fast.
I'd rather not.
What else do we have on the speedway here?
Matt Wiedefer out of, I believe, Buffalo in the 81 car. Sorry, not Buffalo.
Tonawanda.
I know, he's crazy. Dang, killing me. Wiedefer with a 16.996 plots him into the 2nd position. Joseph Grandy with a 17 flat in the 3rd spot. See if what they can do on their second in. Well, I guess their 2nd lap. So it looks like it might just be 2 laps here.
518 down into turn 3 and 4. Looking really good this time. Wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't top his past lap time for the 17 flat. And he does not get it.
Not seeing it. So Mason Heimbaum still slotted on the pole with that 16.9 right now. We'll see who's next onto the speedway.
Looks like, is it going to be the 151 league owner, Trent Curtis?
Yep. Trent Curtis out of Buffalo, New York. And the 7 car.
I'd like to see an onboard of this to see how they take these cars around this track so fast. Rolling. Not sure if they're trying to get some things figured out on track.
Might be a little bit of issue.
Here we go. Mr. Curtis rolling off pit lane.
Yep, there he goes.
These
Him
cars
and Jack
are
Anderson.
so fast.
They are ripping, I tell you what. And it's going to be curious to see what lines actually work here. Now, I don't believe the track's going to wear out quite as much as we would see in a normal session. These guys are kind of in their lone sessions, I believe. So I wouldn't worry about the the later guys having to work on a worse racetrack. But as we see, Trent Curtis with a 17-1 right now on his first lap here, working lap 2. See what we can do coming around to the checkers here. I am not seeing Jack Anderson.
So that's a faster lap time, but does not advance his position with a 17.113.
So Landon Meninga now, as well as Chandler Carroll. Landon Meninga out of Newton, Iowa, home of the Iowa Speedway. I'm sure local to the Knoxville Speedway, as well as Chandler Carroll, who out of West Allis, Wisconsin. Yes, right where the Milwaukee Mile is.
Absolutely. And right now, Mason Heimbaugh, is that how you pronounce his name? I'm not
Mason
familiar
Heimbaugh,
with.
yep.
Okay. Well, he has got the quick time right now with a 16.926. Interested to see if anybody's going to be able to break that time in practice. He had an 18.2. That's about as fast as it was for him. So obviously he's been doing some practicing this week. Not showing a lot of strength in practice, but definitely laying it down on the time charts for qualifying.
Just saving his stuff, getting ready for where it counts. Well, Landon Meninga coming down to complete his first lap. We'll see where he slots in. Fourth quick with a 17.011. Just about 100th of a second off of third place of Joseph Grandy. He's coming to his second lap. See how he slots in.
Chandler Carroll with a 17.
Top of the charts, Landon Meninga. Yep.
Oh, here we go. All right, we got a new quick time on the track.
16.919. Chandler Carroll with a 17.526 on his first lap. Let's see where the 82 car lines up on his final lap here. Doesn't look like it's much quicker. No, so Chandler Carroll looking to up his second lap. The cheesehead. He will slot in with a 17.431. Next is the 45 and the 91. So Jimmy Dugan in the 45 car coming on the speedway, as well as our good friend Matt Grimm.
Jimmy Dugan out of Delmar, Delaware. Getting ready to roll off. I'm assuming here that the race control's having them wait a little bit before they go out on track just for the broadcast so we can catch up.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely not fast to keep up with this kind of thing. It's definitely not easy.
Well, Jimmy Dugan now on the speedway. He takes the green flag. As he is ripping kind of that middle of the racetrack. It doesn't look like the very top is going to be the place to be right now, and I guess it's just super wide up there. I don't know. But we'll see where he slots in on his lap one. 17.5. Slowest so far. Still time, though.
It's definitely been a long time since I've drove this track on dirt. I know that definitely entering turn one, you can definitely change up your line a little bit once that bottom line slicks up a little bit, gets a little rubber on it.
As Matt Grimm slots into third here, Marshall Dugan jumps up to second to last with a 17.3. Matt Grimm top of the charts with a 16.837. He knocks off Landon Meninga.
Wow, just shatters the quick time for the night.
A whole tenth of a second.
And we saw this guy last week put on a clinic for a little while there, and definitely give the leaders something to work with. So
Chris Franks and Logan Hoskins now coming to the speedway. The 48C of Chris Franks out of Texarkana, Arkansas. That's around my hometown. I'm sure a local of the I-30 Speedway.
We have the I think I heard the 34 out on the racetrack now.
48,
48.
which we have two 48s here. So Chris Franks and Logan Hoskins out of Van Al. I don't know how to say this one. Van Alstyne, Texas, and that's my home state too. Should know that.
It's wild to hear these cars as they're digging down the front stretch and the back stretch. They're bouncing because they're gripping up so hard.
Oh,
can
take
see
a look
the
at Chris
bouncing.
Franks. Just like you were talking about, he was real bouncy coming off turn number 2, but obviously made it work.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this open setup this week?
I don't believe so. Should be
Okay.
fixed set up as Chris Franks slots in to about the 9th position, and Logan Hoskins with a 16.877 slots into the 2nd spot. And we have got just 2 cars to go here, Sean Stevens and Jack Anderson.
Right now, our pole sitter, Matt Grimm, is sitting with a 16.837. Will we see somebody set that quick time? I think it's going to be hard, but we will see if Sean Stevens has anything for it here.
Well, the good news for Matt Grimm is that there's only 2 cars left. The bad news is the guy with the most wins of the season is one of those 2 cars. So we will see what happens here as Sean Stevens taking the green flag.
One thing that I did like with Sean Stevens there exiting 4, I saw him use all the racetrack up as he does off of turn 2 as well. A lot of these guys are coming off the bottom of turn 2, and he's using it all up, letting the car freely roll up the track as it comes off.
Sean Stevens slots into the 6th position for now, only on his first lap. And it looks like the 2nd lap is usually the quicker lap. The 3rd lap really doesn't do a whole lot, as far as we know.
Sean Stevens jumps up another spot with a 16.972.
As here comes Jack Anderson. Had a 17.5 first time around. Second time around, 17.0. Does not jump up very much. That's kind of a shock.
Looks like Sean Stevens is going to stay. Like you said, that 3rd lap didn't really help him out a whole lot.
As Jack Anderson also completes his lap, doesn't do any better. So Matt Grimm.
All right, looks like we're going to head out to our heat race now.
Well, we're going to actually go talk with Matt Grimm here. Let's try to get a hold of Matt. All right, here we go. Matt Grimm, Davis in the booth. You got us.
Yes, sir. You hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. Hey, good job on the pole there. Won you some cash. How you feeling for the race tonight?
Pretty good on fresh track, starting out front. Hopefully, I don't think there's an invert for this first segment, but yeah, feeling pretty good. I don't normally do good in qualifying, so that's always a good start to the night when I actually do my job from the start.
Yeah, looking good, man. I was shouting you out for last week. Had a really good, strong run. So go out there and show them what you're made of tonight. I mean, you look fast. Just hold that pretty wheel, and we'll maybe talk to you in victory lane tonight.
Sounds good, guys.
All right, man. Well, that's Matt Grimm, driver of the 91 car. As he has just taken home $15 for winning the pole award. And 2nd and 3rd place also got themselves some cash. Logan Hoskins will take home $10. Landon Meninga going home with 5 already, and the night is just beginning. So, got us our first segment here. It's gonna be 15 laps, and there's gonna be some prize money on the board for that as well for the top 3. 25 for first, 15 for second, 10 for third. What do we think is gonna happen here in this first segment?
I think we're going to see a lot of hard battling, especially what I'm seeing is correct. There's only going to be 10 transfers, so there's definitely going to be a lot of action going around in that 10th spot, and may see some wrecks, and who else knows what we'll see.
Who knows? Who knows? It's gonna be something. Well, it looks like we are getting ready to grid for that first segment. And again, on your screen, it might be showing that we're doing the heats, and that is technically true, but just we're kind of utilizing the iRacing format to really just do segments here. So again, this first segment going to be 15 laps, and the second will be 20. Again, cash on the line for all of these segments. So it's gonna be something. And we will run through the starting lineup of tonight's race, as we'll start from the tail end. How about that? We'll start with Chandler Carroll in the 95 car. It says Marshall Dugan on the screen, but he goes by Jimmy Dugan in the 45. Chris Franks in the 45C, as well as Trent Curtis in the 151. Jack Anderson, two-time winner on the season in the 7 car, as well as Matt Nasworthy in the 71, starting in the 8th position. Joseph Grandy in the 7th spot. Not sure that he gridded here. We'll have to see if he's all right. Not sure he's on the racetrack though. But
That's
Matt
interesting.
Vietor, on his row will be in 6th in the 81 car. Sean Stevens in 5th in the number 26. Mason Highbaum in the 04 car, starting in 4th. Again, Landon Meninga taking home that $5 in the 82 car, starting 3rd. Logan Hoskins taking home the $10 in the 48 car in 2nd. And again, your pulse hitter who we just spoke with, Matt Grimm in the 91 car, took home that $15 and is looking for more as we are 1 to green.
Definitely. I'm super excited here to see what's going to happen. This is going to be an action-packed 15 laps, if you will. Not sure why our lap counter here is already counting down. It's a little weird.
Yeah. Okay. We'll trust the process here.
Rolling down the backstretch slow, entering turn 3. Davis, I'll let you take it out of 4. These guys are ready to fire off. Adrenaline's pumping. Everybody's getting a little nervous here. Let's see what happens. Is a 91 going to hold that leader spot?
I'm getting nervous as well. Well, here we come. Pace car is off. Green flag in there. Matt Green with a huge jump on the rest of the pack. He'll lead them into turn number 1.
Absolutely. The 48 looks like he's holding down the 2nd spot here as we come off of turn 2. Down into turn 3, the 91 of Matt Grimm has a huge lead.
And he'll take home lap number 1 here. Let's see if he can get the other 14. Logan Hoskins at 2nd, Mason Highbaum 3rd. Meninga, trouble for Meninga.
Yeah, a little bit of a crash. Oh, big wreck in the back. This is what I feared that we would see. Lots of trouble. Guy's missing a wing here. I'm not even sure what car number that was because there's no no wing on the top.
That was wild. We'll take a look at it here. And it looks like, it's 26 in the 82. Sean Stevens and Landon Meninga both got together. Yeah, just wrecked. I think the 26 kind of got into the 82 there.
And it's just hard to get these cars stopped after they're rolling so fast, especially this track.
And it collects excuse me. Drawing a blank. On Anderson, Jack Anderson, as well as Matt Vietor first. So absolutely tough break. Oh, and as well as the 71 car of Nasworthy. Looks like, oh my gosh, even more cars just keep coming in. It's like the 48C of Chris Franks was in that as well. So major damage done here.
Yeah, you hate to see it for the 26 of Sean Stevens because we knew he was going to be strong tonight. Our winner from last week. Was really interested to see what he was going to do tonight, but he's going to be in the back of the field. Maybe he can shuffle through the field here in these next 13 laps and make something happen.
Well, let's currently take a look at our top guys here. So timing and scoring is probably not going to show it yet, but look at that 151 car who snuck through that field there. He started in, looks like, the 10th position. I'm showing he's in 4th right now. He gained 6 spots. He's just a spot away from getting some of his money back.
That is a good thing about caution sometimes, is you can gain a lot of spots in real estate and come out scot-free. You just got to be easy on that throttle pedal when you see stuff break out, and get on the brakes as fast as you can.
When it was him, looks like Chris Franks has stayed on the racetrack for now. Maybe he was able to get all stuff fixed, so I'm not sure. But then you also got to look at Chandler Carroll, also made it through. He started back in the 11th position, and he's now up to the 6th spot. So an even bigger jump for them. You could say he's won himself the Buffalo Transformer Services Hard Charger Award.
Absolutely, and it looks like maybe did Trent get his wing put back? Not Trent, I'm sorry. Did Sean Stevens get his wing put back on already? Oh yeah, very fast swap by the crew members there. Get that car back out on track. Our virtual pit crew members working hard tonight. Gonna have to pay them a little bit of overtime for that.
That's right. Well, looks like the pace car has its lights off as we are actually doubling up here. So something a little different from our points races. We're gonna double up. You know, like the old well, I guess the Winstons or the All-Star races. Funny where that name comes from. Please don't sue us, IMG. Please don't shut down our museum. Well, we are coming to the green here, all doubled up. And got some new contenders up front. Top 3 stayed the same. They all made it through. But got some new contenders maybe trying to get on that podium as we are back to green. Matt Grimm, big old jump again on the field.
Yeah, definitely not as big of a jump as the last time. See him coming off of turn 2. The 48 is right on his heels.
That's
Is
true.
he going to make something happen?
We'll see. Logan Hoskins as well as Mason Heinbaum. 2 guys have been kind of quiet this season so far. Gonna go try to get him some cash here. As we are working lap number 4. And let's take a look at this transfer spot here. Now it looks like the top 10 are gonna be the
Oh, we got a car stopped on track.
Oh no.
The 82 of Landon.
And caution's out. Let's take a look here.
Not what that 48 car of Logan Hoskins wants to see. Definitely needs some green flag laps to get by the 91 of Matt Grimm.
Oh, this all started on the front straightaway, actually, coming off of turn number 4 on lap 3. As we'll take a look.
Oh,
and yep, just get collected. Looks like it is Meninga that just gets a little, or excuse me, no, it wasn't Meninga. It was the 48 of Chris Franks. He gets a little loose, comes down on both of those guys. And the weird thing is they all kept it straight, but I guess that, maybe the 82 car lost some steering, and I guess he thought he could get off the racetrack in time to.
I'm wondering if it was that or if he was steering hard left to get off the wall, and when those front tires caught it, went straight down the track on him unintentionally. I don't think that was anything on purpose there.
No, yeah, I don't think so either. Just something weird, that's for sure. Don't know what, but everybody's still rolling. So thankfully not too many cars were hurt there. Sorry, I'm just listening into the officials here, kind of going over the caution procedures here. He's having to manually throw these for now, at least these last 2. But
something I did just notice: the 26th of Sean Stevens already back up 4 spots. I'm sorry, 5 spots from where he started on that green flag run. So he's already making his way back through the field. You better watch this 26 car if there's a few more yellows.
He's digging with a vengeance. I tell you what, he is coming. Well, still going to have about 10 laps to go in this segment. Top 3 have not changed. Matt Grimm still on point.
Looks like we're lining them up back double file. The pace car lights are off. We are going to go back green flag racing next lap. How big of a jump? We're not going green. I'm hearing from the officials they're not going green this lap. Guess they're not lining up the way they want them to.
Put a little switcheroo on. I said I was with you. I thought we were going green as well. Well, let's look at the transfer spot real quick again. Matt Wiedefer, who's in that big wreck on the first or second lap, he's in that spot right now. In the top 10, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't remember if it's a transfer or if it's an invert. But the top 10 is definitely a cutoff of some sort. But Matt Wiedefer holding on to that right now. But Landon Meninga, who started in the third spot, is in 11th. So we'll see what happens here as Wiedefer actually comes to pit road. So
Interesting
we'll
there.
move.
It
We'll,
must have a little damage.
yeah, we'll move Meninga to the that top 10 spot once we go green.
And if it is an invert, Sean Stevens needs to stay exactly where he is because that's going to help him out big time.
100%. Yeah. Well, we will find out here. And again, if you're in the chat or if you're watching at home, please let us know that you're here. Tons of people in the chat here. Sean Stevens is here himself. He said, "Let's go." Hey, we hear you, Sean. Get that car working here. Riggedy Erdali is pulling for Chandler, but we're going back green here. Matt Grimm, another big jump.
Oh, the 04 is hunting down that 48 now. Oh, yellow back out on the track. Not sure it has to be at the rear of the field. Oh, we got a car missing a wing. Oh, Sean Stevens involved again.
Oh no! And
Jack
Jack Anderson.
Yep.
Two major players here on the restart.
Can't imagine that Sean Stevens is too happy about that. Not sure if he calls it or if he was just involved.
Yeah, the 7 and the 26. Oh no! Chandler was a part of that as well.
Oh, looks like Sean Stevens got that left front tire on the right rear of, I'm not sure what number car that was.
95 Chandler Carroll.
Shot him up the racetrack and carnage ensued.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I think Jack Anderson got net coated big time. I don't think there was legitimate contact there, but the Sean Stevens vehicle just kind of cut across, and iRacing just decided he was going to be a part of it. So that is an extremely tough break for Jack Anderson.
Honestly, watching in slow-mo here. See Sean Stevens barely touches that right rear tire. The 95 shoots up the racetrack. Yeah, there definitely was a little bit of net code there, and a lot of net code. Oh,
you hate to see that.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for the 70s. He takes a wild ride up against the fence.
Tough part of the game, but it's been here since 2008.
Yeah, I hope he wasn't in VR because he might be sick after that.
Yeah, he might be. Well, yeah, I just got some confirmation that the top 10 is a transfer, so it is looking tough for Jack Anderson. He might, but he did just say he's going to try to make it work here. As we are still rolling under caution here. It did just get extended. Let's go to the YouTube chat here. Again, our friend Orekdi is rooting for Chandler. Yeah, he is Lightning McQueen, we suppose, in the 95 car.
I'm not sure why the paint schemes are not popping up correctly. I'm seeing two different things on my screens here.
That'll happen. We're gonna work on that real quick. You might see some white cars pop up. Don't be alarmed. They're not ghosts or anything racist. It's just refreshing. Did I say that?
Say what? All right, we're gonna line them.
Someone's gonna go back. Might be Sean Stevens here.
Now, remind me, do they have unlimited fast repairs in this, or is it just?
I don't know that they do. I don't believe so. I don't have the ability to find. Well, actually, yeah, I do.
I'm not seeing the cars refreshing correctly, but it's just gonna have to be what it is at this point.
Yeah, we might not know. Well, it looks like they're waiting on. They're going to try to wait on Jack Anderson here, see if he can get back on the speedway, and that is a league policy here, where Trent definitely wants to make sure we can get these cars back on the speedway for kind of freak incidents like this. Don't know that they're going to make it back on, so we will. Looks like we might be going green here. Maybe not. Nope, we are. Are we? Yes. Okay. Not Jack Anderson. Matt Grimm leads him back to the green. Another big jump. So we were only about halfway into this this segment here.
The 91 of Matt Grimm just walking away from the field. He's just praying that this thing stays green at this point, ready to get this over with and get to the feature. So we see the 04 challenging the 48 going down into turn 1.
Yeah,
he's make anything happen.
He's looking for $5 more here. Let's see. He wants to give a little extra cash. Trent Curtis, he's going to try to get some of his money back. He's the one having to pay all these guys.
Yeah, I don't blame him one bit.
Well, look at the transfer here. Jimmy Dugan is hanging on, but Chris Frank's trying to reel him in. And I'm not seeing... Jack Anderson is on the speedway right now without a wing, which is insane, but he's going to try to make it happen. He is desperate.
Ooh. Yeah, he's all over the place.
He is, but again, he just needs 2 cars to mess up here.
Looks like Sean Stevens did get his wing replaced again, so I think it is maybe 2 fast repairs. I'm not sure, but he is back on the track and making passes. You see him threading the needle through 2 cars there, looking strong off of turn 4.
Big time gaggle for the 5th position, 6th position, excuse me. See, he's working his way up. We're working lap 11 here. We'll take a look at the podium. Pretty spread out right now. Where are these guys kind of right on the racetrack?
It looks like the 91 of Matt Grimm coming off of turn 2 here. Just taking it easy. Going down into turn 3. Off of turn 4. Yep, in cruise control for sure. It looks like he's not really driving the car super hard, just making his line work, keeping his position. Hopefully not mirror driving too hard. Oh, the 04 got into the turn 2 wall a little bit on exit there.
Not a good wall to get into.
It's definitely not.
Jack Anderson going to lap down here in his full USAC car, non-wing sprint car there.
Yeah, look, it's pretty much his hopes are up at this point. It's probably not going to happen.
He is on a prayer right now.
Final lap as the leader, Matt Grimm, goes into turn 1, exit on turn 2, up against the wall, making it look easy.
He is walking away. He's going to take home another $25 here. He takes home the first segment, as Marshall Dugan will be the final transfer spot. And looks like we got 3 cars eliminated here. Chris Franks, Jack Anderson, big shock there, as well as Joseph Grandy.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that was the easiest $40 he's ever made, but probably the quickest.
Well, we will find Matt Grimm once again. See if he maybe comes up. And if he doesn't, you know what? That's okay. We'll see what happens here. But and you can see on your screen the results of this segment here, and it's gonna be about a 15-minute session here for the warm-up. So we've got some time here, and we will hear from Matt Grimm.
Final results here. We got Matt Grimm in the 91 car, Logan Hoskins in the 48 finishing out 2nd, and Mason Heimbaugh finishing in the 04 in 3rd place. Round out the podium. It looks like we got Matt Grimm in the chat now. Let's go ahead and pull him up.
Let's bring him up. Hey, Matt, you got us again?
Yes, sir.
Dude, you walked away once again. You're now up to, what is that? 25 plus 15. Is that $40 all in the night? You taking me out for steaks?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. How's the track out there?
Definitely needs more to hopefully use this 15 minutes and get it widened out a good bit so we can have a good race here for this 20 lap segment. Inverter 4, so I got a little bit of work to do this time, so hopefully the track's a little wider and easier to pass. They were getting a little rough back there, so that should take care of some of that. We should have a good race here.
Definitely looking forward to that. You're looking strong out there, man. Just keep your calm. I think you got it.
Sounds good. Hopefully we can at least get into the top 3 and get a little bit more.
Yeah, good luck with the invert here. I know you got a little sketchy guy there starting with the pole there, so good luck with that. But yeah, man, hope the track widens out here. Good luck to you, and hope to be talking to you after the race.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Magrim, 2 for 2 on the night. Well, this is going to be interesting. Looks like the track is not going to be reset. iRacing didn't really do a whole lot there. We're not sure why. But still going to be a great race here. As, again, Matt Graham took home that $25. Second place driver of, of Logan Hoskins took home $15. And then $10 went to Mason Heimbaum in the third spot. So we've already given out a lot of cash tonight.
Now, something I'm noticing, too, in this little warm-up we have here is all these guys are going to the mid to high lane. I'm not sure if they're trying to work that dirt in for the race, or maybe that's where they feel faster and it's just not as fast in the race because you'll get passed on the inside. But I'm definitely interested to see if we're going to have 2 lanes here, because that will be awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Matt Graham. I probably should have done this, but wanted to see if that top line is going to be worth anything. We think about Volusia from a few weeks ago, where the high line was kind of the place to be, but it was just real sketchy. And then you kind of look at Lanier from last week. That race, the top line wasn't 100% there. It was a little more bottom feeder. Do we think it's going to lean more towards that top line as it's kind of being worked in right now, or do we think it's going to kind of be what we saw on the bottom and the middle?
Yeah, that's a question up in the air. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've raced here on dirt, so more of an asphalt guy myself. Love watching dirt racing, though. There can be a lot of interesting things going on in dirt. If you've ever watched Kyle Larson in a sprint car, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
100%. Well, again, got a lot of views in the chat here. First, want to say hey to Leo, rooting for the Cheese Man. He's on to the final segment, so good on old Chandler there. Looking forward to seeing what he can do there. As we've got one more segment here, and it's gonna pay the big bucks. We've got $50 going to the winners. So, who he think's gonna take home that big check?
May not be starting in the highest position, but I got my eyes on the 26 car of Sean Stevens. I think he's going to do it again this Monday.
He has been repping. Again, started very high in his heat, and was still able to kind of manage where he was. He'll be starting in that 6th position. Am I allowed to take the easy pick here?
Do what you want, man.
Okay. Well, I got to go with Matt Green here. But for a sleeper, I'm definitely going to go with Logan Hoskins. I think Logan's been very consistent. Kind of like what I'm seeing on that 48 car.
Yeah, and he's quickest in the warm-up practice here. Sean Stevens only 9/100ths of a second behind. 04 Heimbaugh. It's only a 10th behind, so as you see, Grimm's in the 6th spot, 3/10 back, but is he not showing his hands?
Well, let us know at home who you think's gonna take home the checkers. We already see Coda here. She's definitely pulling for the Cheese Man. I got a feeling if Chandler can win some money tonight, it might be going to Coda here. We'll see, but hopefully we can we'll see Chandler do some good things.
I think if Matt Grimm wins this thing, I think he definitely owes us a steak dinner for talking him up so much in these interviews.
Well, what would his count be up to? Like, he's already at $40.
Yeah, he'd be at $90. That's plenty to cover all 3 of us. Yeah, I think we'll be good.
That's a lot of Big Macs. I tell you what.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking about that juicy ribeye he's gonna buy us.
Yeah. I could only imagine. But, it's gonna be something here. I'm gonna call on our producer real quick. Give the producer available to speak on the broadcast.
Absolutely, Davis. How's it going?
Good, man. Well, hey, first of all, thanks for producing this thing, making this thing look so good, a whole lot better than I ever can. What do you think about the race so far? Who do you think? What do you think's going to happen here in the final segment?
Man, it's just been electric to watch so far as I've behind in the production booth up here, but it just seems to be that it's whoever can carry all that speed down these long straights here at USA. I mean, I've seen people mess with the bottom, the middle. We've even seen a wingless sprint car try to roll it around the bottom. Man, I think this last segment here is just going to be absolutely electric. I mean, we've already seen cars start flying through the air and everything, and man, I'm just getting excited for it.
It is going to be something. Well, let's while we're here, kind of waiting for this this feature to begin. Still got some action coming on the track tomorrow night with the Grease Car TK Racing Diecast Late Model Tour. Even I can't say it, jeez. But got some big action coming here at this track too. I know you guys are going to be on the call for that. What are we expecting for tomorrow night?
Man, I think it's going to be a lot of really tight racing around this track. And I think that the late models, you might be able to make a couple different grooves work. Just try to get that exit speed as we see here with these sprint cars tonight. But I'm thrilled for the season opener of 2024 A season of Grease Car with the TK Racing Diecast Series. Got a lot of great sponsors on board for this season. Super excited to talk about them and everything as the season goes on. And thanks for you guys at home watching and supporting. And hopefully you guys join us again tomorrow.
Definitely. I think it's going to be a lot about who can roll the center, save those tires, especially that right front and right rear. Get back to the throttle, like you said. It's going to be all about straightaway speed. It's going to be a lot of tight racing, and I think you're going to see a lot of different ones entering the corners, a lot of people cutting it off early, a lot of people staying on the bottom. We got our past season champion, Nicholas going. I think he's going to give them a run for their money, but we're definitely going to find out tomorrow night.
It's going to be something to see for sure. Everyone's only going to get one set of tires for that race, and you're right. It's definitely going to be a momentum type of race. But that race is also brought to you by the TCR Sprint Car Series. It is the TCR All-American 50. We love us some USA down in the land of the lakes. It's going to be a fun one to watch. So again, personally can't thank everyone enough for being a part of the Grease Car so far. Can't thank you guys enough for I'll be honest, volunteering to do these broadcasts and let me drag you into these sprint car races. But appreciate you guys, appreciate Nick, as well as all of our partners, Buffalo Transformer Services, obviously, as well as Kicking the Tires, Jeremiah Davis over at Castle Motors, and of course Tucker Canals for the TK Racing Diecast. Definitely make sure to go give him a follow on Instagram. Again, TK_Racing_Diecasts, multiple. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But, anyway, we still got a checker flag to wave here tonight. So
winding down, about 5 minutes left. Looking at the running order here, Logan Hoskins got the fastest lap by about 1/10 of a second here. So you said that 48's going to be fast tonight. And Sean Stevens falling back to the third spot. Mason Heimbaugh back up to second. Not by much. It's not about who can set the fastest lap. It's about who can be consistent for this race and hit their marks where they're supposed to.
Absolutely. It's going to be something. I think this track's going to rubber up a little bit. As you can kind of already see, that the top groove is looking a little black here. So.
Yeah, but definitely the cushion's also moving up the track a little bit. So looks like they're trying to widen it out just a little bit more.
They might have some options here. As let's take a look at the chat here. Mr. or Mrs. Don't read this. I got some bad news for you. I'm going to read it. But says Matt Grimm. Matt Grimm Reaper. Hey, that's cool. Why have we not thought that? Matt Grimm Reaper is going to take it all. Well, I don't have a lot of evidence against that. So you might be onto something here. I bet if he's paying you to say that, he can definitely afford it.
Yep. Now the 91 is going to be addressed as the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper, no longer Matt Grimm.
That's right, Matt Grim Reaper. Well, we might be closing this session out here. Yep, we are gridding the field for tonight's feature event.
Now, just a reminder for you watching at home, this is a non-points race, so definitely pay attention. This is going to get a little wild here. As starting on the pole, we got Trent Curtis in the 151 on the pole position. Mason Heimbaugh starting in second in the 04 sprint car. In third place, we got Logan Hoskins in the 48. The Grim Reaper in the 91 car. starting in the 4th position. We've got Nathan Nosworthy in the 71 rolling off in 5th.
6th place will be Sean Stevens. 2nd, Matt Vidafer. 8th, Chandler Carroll. 9th, Landon Meninga. 10th, Jimmy Dugan. Now, developing story here. Matt Nosworthy is not here. So, officials are kind of deciding what to do with that right now. Jack Anderson is protesting to be able to start this feature. It looks like he's going to. So actually put Jack Anderson on the tail end of the field. His night is not over.
Wow, what a lucky break there. I know that can be enlightening. I'm not sure. We haven't heard what happened to him for him to drop out of the race. I'm sure he wanted to be here. I'm sure maybe something more important popped up or maybe a computer issue. Not
Definitely
sure
was
there.
that. Yeah, Matt Nosworthy has lost his packets here. So that's going to be a big development. See if Jack Anderson can work his way through the field and win him some money. Well, we might be coming to the green flag here. Not quite yet. Nope, still got 1 to green. Well, this is going to be something. Trent Curtis, again, league admin here and source of the purse starting on pole. Best spot that he can be in to try to, keep some of his money.
Definitely. I'm super excited to get this thing rolling. It feels like we've been waiting an eternity. I'm really got my eyes on that 91 car and the 28 right there.
As you mentioned earlier, that 26 car, Sean Stevens, he's only in 6th spot. He's in the outside groove here. Could be something to watch here. Well, thank everyone again for watching tonight. We really do appreciate it. Hopefully we can put on a big show here in this feature event, the final segment of the race. Pace truck is off of the speedway. Trent Curtis bringing him to the green flag. We're racing in the Winston.
Oh, we got a little trouble here.
Big time
48.
trouble.
Got on the throttle a little too hard. Popped a wheelie there. Oh, the 04 up the track a little bit.
Still green here. All good as Trent Curtis ripping the top side. He's going to try to make that top line work.
The Grim Reaper down to the bottom. He's going to try to take away 2nd. Started in 4th, remind you. He's on the bottom, trying to make up some real estate on the 151 here.
He's got the 2nd position. He has got it. And we're calling him the Grim Reaper, but I think Trent's hearing Jaws music right now.
Yeah, definitely. That 91 is coming, and he's coming fast.
This is going to be something to watch here. On the bottom, Matt Grimm really trying to make it work as the 04. Yeah, into the wall, Mason Heimbaum. He's going to try to take the 2nd spot away on the bottom here. Side by side. Now for the 3rd spot. So big gaggle for the 3rd position. Heimbaum going to hang on, but there's 3 wide. There's the 26. Takes the 3rd spot like you called it.
Wow. This is something else here. These guys are really going at it, keeping it clean.
Battle for the lead. Trent Curtis is in the wall.
He's in the wall.
And there goes Matt Grimm.
Matt Grimm taking away the 1st spot as we see Sean Stevens in the 26 taking away 2nd. Is he going to start hunting down the 91 of Matt Grimm?
These guys have not been together all night long. This is going to be something to watch. A lot of cars in the wall. It looked like it was the 48C into the wall there, but he's going to try to take the 3rd spot away. He's got it for now. The side-by-side car in the wall somewhere. Everybody's okay for now.
Oh, the 81 spins around.
Caution.
Got a yellow.
It is the 81. You're right.
Now, remind you, this is only a 20-lap sprint here, so not a lot of time. So I think the 26 and the 91 are going to have it out here.
Got to make it count. And it starts off at turn number 2. As, just got a little wall action from the 04 of Mason Heimbaum. A big time collision there. Oh. There was 2 contacts. One on the back straightaway. And then, and then Matt Wiedefer just kind of loses it. Must be some damage on that car.
Definitely something I'm interested to see, though. Can that 26 hunt down the 91 of Matt Grimmer? Is Logan Hoskins going to make the move while they're trying to battle it out? But we have seen the 91 is very good on restarts here. So is he going to walk away and maybe have just enough time to hold the 26 off if the 26 has anything for him?
It's going to be something because, again, we haven't seen these two cars really together tonight. Remember, 26 car was involved in that first lap incident in the first segment, so he's had to work his way up to this podium position here. But yeah, let's see what happens.
And again, $50 on the line. What is Sean Stevens and Logan Hoskins, or I'm not even sure who's in fourth, but what are they willing to do to make this $50? They able to get a little dirty maybe? Who knows? They could mess their own race up. Looks like maybe we'll have one to go here coming back to the line.
Well, it's Trent Curtis in fourth, so again, he's going to try to claim a little bit of that cash back here, as if it's a Discover card. But I just made that up on the spot. I feel pretty good about that. One to green, doubling up once again, as we're going to see that Matt Grimm has taken the bottom. He is elected to be on the bottom for this restart. So what does that say about the racetrack right now?
Definitely telling me that the bottom's still faster. Maybe not something the 26 wanted to see, even though I did see the 26 working the high side a little bit on that run there. We're about to find out very shortly. They dive off into turn 3, get that pace car out of the way. We're going to go back green flag racing here.
Listening for some lineup communication here. Looks like they're going to roll with it. Green flag back in the air. Matt Grimm on the jump. Another one of those killer restarts from the Grim Reaper. Big time jump going into turn 1.
As you see the 26 working the high side. Looks like Trent Curtis trying to make a move on Logan Hoskins here. Woo. Down into turn 3.
Big time gaggle from the third position. Trent
and
Curtis
he does.
Gets it back. He does. Put him in the third spot, but they are still fighting.
Oh, 7 hits the grass.
Contact for the 7. He has worked his way up. So back up into a contending position. He's going for the third spot, trying to get him some money after not even being in this race. 48 car, big time into the wall. That is, looks like Logan Hoskins. Big time wall contact.
Oh, it got the 81 flipping in turn 2. Oh my goodness.
And he has lost a wing.
Yeah, I bet a tough night for Matt.
He was in the fence. That kind of just starts going into turn number 1. We'll take a look here. Yeah. Oh, gosh, what a nasty, nasty wreck for the 81 car. Gets into Logan Hoskins a little. Well, actually, he didn't really get into him. Just pulls a nasty slider, and the wall pulls a nasty slider on him.
Yeah, and I was about to tell the producer to go back to the lead. It looks like Sean Stevens had maybe reeled in the 91 a little bit, but definitely not something the 26 wanted to see. Is that yellow flag come back out?
No, it did not. Well, tough break for the 81 of Matt Wiedefer, as we are not doubling up quite yet for the restart, but we are halfway, 10 laps in and 10 to go here. And Trent Curtis currently taking home that, currently in that third position. Sean Stevens second, Matt Grimm in third. Let's take a look at the rest of the field here. Jack Anderson, again, wasn't even in this race, has clawed his way, politicked and clawed his way into the fourth position. How about it?
Well, and just a reminder for next Monday, we have the Mobile 1 Showdown, 35 laps at Lucas Oil Speedway. Y'all please be sure to tune in. I'm sorry, next Tuesday. I got my days mixed up here. The holiday. Holidays always mess up my weekdays.
They definitely do. Mess me up, that's for sure. Be sure to tune in for that next week, as well as the Grease Car TK Racing and Diecast Late Model Tour here at USA. Not going green here quite yet, we'll take a look at the field here again. Again, Matt Grimm, Sean Stevens, Trent Curtis taking home, or is currently in the podium positions. Jack Anderson in 4th. Landon Meninga in the 5th spot. Looks like it is Logan Hoskins in 6th. Chandler Carroll 7th. Mason Heimbaum in 8th. Only 8 cars on the speedway here.
I know that 26 is dying to go back green here. I know he wants every bit of that 91.
He's
all the way
itching.
from Australia.
He is itching to try to take home the money here. What is the Australian currency? Is that just Australian dollars, or is it something else? You know?
I'm not sure. That is something for Mr. Trent Curtis to figure out, not me. I don't get paid to do that.
That is definitely above our pay grade. So, whatever it is, I am sure that Sean Stevens would love to have it. However, that translates in the down under currency. It looks like we are finally 1 to green here. Yep, we are. Rolling down the back straightaway. What do you think? Do you think the 26 makes the high line work?
I think he can if it stays green. If it does not stay green, I just don't know if he'll have enough time to get to the 91 as good as he's been on the restarts. So we're about to find out right here. Off of turn 4, the Winston is back underway. The 91 not getting that great of a restart this time. He still jumps out a little bit. Not as good as he has been as he goes to the high side off of turn 2.
But still good enough as he's got the lead. Sean Stevens now in 2nd. And it is Jack Anderson trying to take a dive at Logan Hoskins for the 3rd position. Can't quite make it happen this time by. But here he comes again on the bottom.
The 91 hit the fence a little bit there through turn 2.
Could mean something here. But we see past few weeks these sprint cars have kind of taken an okay. They can kind of handle the wall a little bit. But as you see, the 26 is reeling them in.
Just a little fun fact for you, 50 US dollars is about 76 Australian dollars.
Oh man, it's even better for Sean Stevens.
Not sure what the value of their dollar is versus ours, but
Yeah.
I'd take 75 over 50.
Sure, yeah. I've definitely paid some Canadians for some services and use that to my advantage. So.
Oh, the 48 all into the wall. Can't get off of it.
No, he cannot. He's still in 3rd, but now the 82 of Landon Meninga is going to take a shot at that 4th position. They're going to hang on. So we are at 6 laps to go. Matt Grimm is hanging on, but here comes Sean Stevens.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice Matt goes, well, that lap he did something a little different, but
He's reeling him in.
last lap, 91 looked better through 3 and 4. The 26 was better through 1 and 2, but not that time by. 26 is chomping on the tail of that 91 right now.
He's reeling him in, but take a look at 3rd. It's Jack Anderson. Is he going to be able to maybe take advantage of these two racing a little hard as we are at 4 to go?
Absolutely, and especially if you know, they make a little contact. Oh, 26 maybe try to make a move there.
As Jack Anderson is trying to make the bottom work, trying to get that 2nd spot. Can't get it, but Matt Grimm gets loose off 4. Here comes Sean Stevens. He's going to try to work the high side going into 1 and 2. Let's see what kind of run he can get off. A little bit better off the corner than him. Can he pounce? Coming to 2 laps to go this time by. Jack Anderson on the bottom for 2nd.
Yeah, as we see the 26 have a little
contact.
trouble. Well, Jack Anderson looks like he's going to take away that 2nd spot, possibly. Maybe throw the slider on him. 91 is loving to see this in his rearview mirror right now. Oh, a little contact.
Okay, but Jack Anderson looks like he's going to take the 2nd position for now, side by side for 2nd, but it is a white flag for Matt Grimm.
Oh, the 91 changes it up going into turn 1. It starts out on the bottom. He has been entering at the top.
Here comes Jack Anderson, side by
Oh, my
side
goodness.
for the win. Jack Anderson on the bottom to the checkered flag, pulls
Throws
the
the slider.
Here
The
comes
crossover.
side by side. Matt
Oh,
Grimm.
my goodness. Matt Grimm
Grimm.
got it.
Holy cow. By
6/100ths of a
hundredths
second.
of a second. What an effort by Jack Anderson to come from, again, not even being in the race to getting seconds and, and taking home some cash. But Matt Grimm,
Oh, see
holy
a little
moly.
celebration here. He's got to be dizzy after that.
I know I'm dizzy.
Wow.
Holy
what a
cow.
race.
I am
Couldn't ask
quite-
for anything better than that.
I'm quite literally out of breath.
That was wild.
Oh, jeez Louise. What a finish. Let's take a look again if we can.
Yeah, Matt Grimm's going to take out the broom and sweep the whole evening, going on with $90 tonight.
That all started developing coming off of turn number 2, I believe. Whereas I think Matt Grimm was still kind of struggling off the final off the corner there. Again, we'll see what we're dealing with here. Yeah.
See the 91 gets a little bit out of shape off of 2 there. The 7 gets under him, makes a little contact, goes to the 3 and just throws a hard slider, just hoping it'll stick. 91 cuts back up under, and it's just a drag race to the finish line. It looks like he may have tried to spin the 91 coming across the line there.
He might have. I don't blame him. That was absolutely insane. Well, it's the Winston. But I didn't think it was going to be one hot night. But yeah, they were just Jack Anderson gets a huge run off of turn number 2, pulls the slider, and not even really an egregious slider. It was a perfectly suitable one, and I thought he was going to make it happen and hold up the 91, but the 91 found a way to cut under and use the momentum just to get up by just a little bit, barely a car length, and Sean Stevens was right there as well. I kind of thought these two might collide, and maybe he would take home the win, but
yeah, that was definitely insane, for lack of a better term.
insane. That's what it was. Well, let's talk to them, why don't we? See what they got to say. Let's pull up Sean Stevens. Sean Stevens, it's Davis in the booth. You got us.
Certainly do, mate. How are you?
Man, I tell you what, that had to be a show in your in front of your grills there. Talk us through those last few laps.
Oh, they were just they're pretty hectic actually. These just I don't know. The setup sort of felt a little bit different than normal tonight for some reason. But I sort of made it work towards the end of the night. But early on, it just felt rubbish to me. But yeah, I stuck with it, made it work, did what I could to make it through, I suppose, and yeah, come through, I suppose, and get a podium.
Absolutely. Well, you were there all night. You had a lot of adversity to go through. Being in that big wreck in the first segment there on the first or second lap, just to claw your way back up to contending for a win there. Walk us through the entire night, just having to claw your way from the back to the front again.
Yeah, no, I don't know whether it was me or whether it was old mate who was in front of me off that first segment and that first little race there we had. But just off the green, I sort of, I had my car straight going into turn 1 there, and I felt like he sort of went in nose straight and he sort of hit a bump and went sideways a little bit, and that caught me off guard a bit. And I tried to swing up to avoid him a little bit, but I believe I heard you say as well there was a little bit of net code in it as well. So I'm not too sure there. I didn't actually go back and check that part out, but that sort of put a damper on me night from the start there. And yeah, as you said, I had to claw my way back up, and just yeah, you probably hit the nail on the head when you said, oh, you've got some aggression going there and a bit of frustration, because at that time I sort of did. So I was just trying to do everything I could to get back up there. But yeah, no, it worked out all right, I suppose, at the end of the night.
Definitely a wild night for you tonight. You were my pick. I kept telling Davis to watch that 26 because I know he's going to be strong by the end of it. Is there anything, if you could maybe hit the rewind button, you think, is there anything differently you could have done to maybe take home the win?
Yeah, probably, as you said, lap 1 in the first stage, probably just, probably not go in so hard myself. Yeah, timing was a bit off on that one, but I think I was starting to reel Matt in a little bit towards the end of the race there, and them cautions that come out sort of turn things around a little bit and let Matt get a good start again. But yeah, I could only do what I could do, I suppose. What was it? Jack Anderson, he was coming through the field as well. He hit the bottom nicely, and I guess that's where it was late in the race. And I just couldn't find the bottom, so I was doing sliders and just hitting the fence and trying to build my speed up through straight lines. But yeah, just not enough towards the end.
Well, you gave it all you had, and you had an amazing run, and you still come home with $15 US dollars. Any idea what that translates to in Australian dollars?
It'll be about roughly $26,
All right,
between the $25 and $30 mark.
right on, right on. We love
Yeah.
to see it. Well, anybody you want to thank for your performance tonight?
Just all the sponsors on the car, Speed Factory, Catalytics and Computers, CNC Race Design, Stingray Rock Tools, all the guys back at Wyobe, and you guys are putting on a show, and the guys are putting on the league. Everyone that turns out, we can't race and everything without the other drivers on the track. So it's a group effort sort of thing. At the end of the day, we all love this sport. We all love racing and sim racing, and if we all come together, I'm sure we can have some good competitive racing. And I think this league's got that, and I love it here. So I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Listen, we're not the show; you're the show. So remember that. but thanks, man. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next week at Lucas Oil.
No worries. I'll see you then.
All right, Sean Stevens finishing in third.
See if we can't get Jack Anderson in the booth.
Let's see if we can. Jack Anderson, you got us.
Yep, we got a Roger here.
Hey, man, look, you had maybe the craziest night of anybody. You got the tough luck in the first segment there with the elimination. Kind of politic your way into getting back into the feature. Clawed your way in just 20 laps up to the front runners, and quite almost pulled off a quite an upset. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I was just messaging Trent just to give him just to mess with him a little bit. I'm like, hey, do I get a provisional since I've been running most of the year, and I'm up there in the points, and he's like, oh, since the other guy left, yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm like, actually? He's like, hell yeah, get your ass in there. So yeah, that was pretty exciting for me, but all my teammates in the room were all like, no, Jack, go away. They did, but yeah, we had the team overall, Lightning Motorsports. We had a really, really good night. Logan picked up some cash. Mason, he picked up some cash during that last segment. Yeah, I picked up some cash. Finally, Jesus, I had a horrible night. Qualifying. I just hopped on the sim. I just got home from wrestling practice and my second wrestling practice of the day, and I got on and just went off qualifying. Ran horrible. Ran out of fuel on my quick lap, which was kind of tough and pissed me off a little bit, and then I tried my best and kept getting murdered in that first segment. Everyone was kind of squirrely because the track was so heavy. And then that last one, man, I mean, like, I know how everyone says, oh, top's up here, bud, but bottom is down here, bud. I love running the bottom. If you guys watch my linear race, I barely ever left the bottom / the middle, but I had the bottom cooking tonight. The car felt really, really good. And good job to Logan, Mason, and Landon. They're super dedicated. They keep getting better and better. Mason qualified way better this week. That's the best he's ran. One of the best runs he's had all year. Logan, he just has some tough luck. He's super quick. He's probably one of the quickest in the group. But yeah, we've all had a decent amount of success tonight.
100%. Well, listen, the wrestling practice is paying off. You wrestled your way up to that lead at one point. But look, you talk about the track. How much was it changing? I know there was a little bit of an issue with going from the first segment to the second. I know there was kind of a mishap with iRacing changing the track state. But it looked like it was working in all right. But again, top was working. But like you said, you were making that bottom work. What was that transition like? What do you think was really the line out there?
I think the bottom, I had one of the fast, like, I just kept getting quicker as the race went on. Like, there was like 5 laps left, and my numbers, like your lap time sheet that's in the corner of your screen, it started blinking. So I knew that I just turned my fastest lap of the race. I was turning, I don't remember what it was, but like 18.5 there at the end, a couple 18.5s whenever I hit it perfect. But yeah, man, that's just tough because I should have known better. I should have just stayed low to the bottom. I shouldn't have thrown that slider. And even if I did throw that slider, I should have slid all the way up to the cushion and tried to cheat it and chop his nose off. But yeah, Matt played that perfect, man. I mean, he ran a really good race. I just kind of just ran out of laps. It's just tough, you know. I mean, because like that's always fun whenever I get to run someone down on the bottom because you don't see that much, especially in like officials or other leagues usually. But with this league, man, I feel like yeah, like I said after linear, I felt like this. I've just had the bottom set on cruise control this year, dude, and I felt so comfortable. It sucks that I'm not gonna be back until the season championship, but because of wrestling purposes and stuff that I have, and I tried to talk Trent into moving the time back, didn't work, but it is what it is, man. I mean, this league is awesome. He runs a great league. I wish it was a little slicker because I love slick tracks, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'd said maybe it looked like you tried to spin Matt Grimm going across the line. Were you going for the little door bump there to maybe gain a little speed or slow him down a little bit coming across the line?
Yeah, I was getting I got desperate. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if it was any other league race, I wouldn't have done anything. But there's a little bit of moolah on the line, and I mean, it'd be nice just to have a little bit more money in my pocket.
Hey man,
But
whatever
it's
it
what
takes. Yeah, whatever it takes. I hear you. Well, anybody you want to thank for your performance tonight?
Oh yeah, for sure. Even though it's fixed league, and my racing and my setups, those guys have taught me a lot ever since I ran Pro Series 2 years ago or last year's pro season. Yeah, I want to thank Landon, Logan, Mason, Steve, and Donovan and John. Those are all the guys I got on the team. We're starting to expand a little bit, and I feel super duper comfortable with these people. They're really putting in the grind on the official side of things, and that's what I like. And most of them are running leagues and having pretty good runs there. So yeah, thank those guys, $5 wrap guys, to make these beautiful paints that we came out with this week. Oh my God, those things look amazing. I could not be thrilled more. Yeah, Logan, he does a great job with all of our team paints. Um, I think that's it, man. But not a lot of people, but they all do a lot of good things.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, definitely beautiful race cars out there. Still going home with $25 tonight. Definitely can buy a few burgers with that one. So I'm dubbing you drive of the night. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
great run. Good to see you. Hopefully we'll see you again here soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, guys.
That's Jack Anderson, runner up in that absolutely stunner of a finish. But let's flip to the other side of that with the winner. Third time we've spoken with him tonight. It's gonna be Matt Grimm. Matt, you got us.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Man, I know it's the third time you've spoken with us, so apologies for the repetition. But how about that finish, man? That was insane.
Yeah, I'm happy to speak with you guys, especially when there's money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good finish. I was hoping there it would end pretty quickly because I was just holding on for dear life. I thought it was all over. I got a little low on entry to one with like 10 to go and couldn't get the car turned and just smacked the wall and killed the right front of the car. So I was just kind of riding there for the last 10 laps and hoping they wouldn't catch me.
Yeah, definitely saw that there was the speed had kind of gone down a little with you. Was that you mentioned a little bit of the damage? Was it more so damage to the car from hitting the wall? Was it more the track? What what was contributing to that more?
Yeah, it was definitely smashing the right front. I had to broke something that came up with wheel damage, and my steering wheel was not pointed straight anymore under caution. So I don't know what exactly happened, but it was just bad enough. But luckily, it wasn't too bad to where it just went into the next turn under green, and I went over the wall.
Well, Matt, heck of a run tonight, man. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. I kind of referred to you as like watching Kyle Larson. It was just a really good battle. Take us through that final turn when he gets under you. I mean, heck of a crossover that you pulled on him. Would tell everybody what that feels like. I know that's a heart pounding moment there, even though it's sim racing. You've never done it. It definitely can get your adrenaline pumping. Walk us through that last straightaway and last two turns.
Yeah, he put it all together, starting back at the other end, and with that damage, I kind of like the steering was just all goofed up. So when I threw my when I ran my slider line on exit, I kind of got real loose in the slick, trying to keep it from hitting the wall because it was real twitchy on exit. And he got a massive run on me, and I seen him dive under there, and I knew as long as he actually pushed up and didn't stay on the bottom that I was gonna be able to get him because he was gonna be forced to be in the slick, but I wasn't real sure what he was gonna do there. If he was going to move up or stay low. He looked like he was gaining a lot of ground on that low side. I probably should have went down there and tried it at some point, but I was a little preoccupied on trying to just hang on to the car.
Hey, man, I wouldn't have changed a thing you done. You came home with a W, and that's what matters.
Yeah, it's good to get another win here, and hopefully we can keep it going, especially once there's points on the line here. I'd love to get this championship and see how that plays out. I'm not sure how many races are left to go, but we're looking pretty good so far.
Well, still quite a bit to go in this championship. Unfortunately, this doesn't count towards the points, but very fortunately, you've come home with, I'm not good at math, but $90. Is that right?
Yep, $90 tonight.
Yeah, I had my calculator putting out smoke.
I might throw in just an extra $1 just to make sure it matches your card number.
So we're going
there
to
you go.
Outback or Texas Roadhouse?
I got a Texas Roadhouse gift card I could probably use.
Well, there we go.
Right. Now we can order the onion rings or whatever it is. The blooming onions. Is that what they do?
Yeah,
That's Outback.
Oh, well.
I'll eat Texas Roadhouse rolls all day.
There you go.
Amen to that. Well, anybody besides them that you want to thank for your performance tonight?
Well, thanks you guys for doing a broadcast all night. And I'm sure it was a good show as always. And Trent for the money he put up and all the work he does in the league. And shout out to Keep Digging. They're going to be coming on the car. It sounds like hopefully here soon this week. And hopefully a couple more eventually. But that's it for now.
All right. Well, Matt Grimm, amazing job tonight. Definitely, I'll still say you dominated the night. Way to go, and looking forward to seeing you next week at Lucas Oil.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks.
Congrats, Matt.
Thank you.
That is Matt Grimm, your champion of the Winston here in 2024. Trent was telling me earlier tonight that this was a race that has been around for quite a while since the TCR Sprint Car Series started really closer to 2 years ago. It's been a big race that's near and dear to the series as well as his heart, and it's really cool to see an amazing race like we did tonight.
Yeah, I definitely think he should continue it because I don't think you can ask for a better product than what we just watched. That was super exciting, and as Nathan, our producer, said earlier, he hopes it's electric. Well, that's about as electric as it can get. So,
yeah, electricity was off the charts. Well, I think it's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Make sure to hit a like button and subscribe to Grease Vision on YouTube and Twitch. Follow us on Facebook, and make sure to tune in tomorrow night for the TK Racing Diecast Late Model Tour on Grease Vision with Grease Car. Thank you to Nathan Mon for producing tonight. Logan Joyner and Davis Warren here, signing off from USA. We'll see you tomorrow night.
good night, guys.